Hello everyone, Quick Brick here, and welcome to my review of the LEGO Star Wars 4502 X-Wing Fighter. This set was released in the year 2004 and includes 563 pieces. Back in 2004, when this set was released, it cost $50, and adjusted for inflation, that's about $80.50 today. If you want this set new sealed today, it would cost you $312 and $112 used. Let's move on to the box. Alright, so this is the box in the set. This is a sealed box, so that's the reason why it's so damaged. But on the front, it just shows the X-Wing that's included inside the set, the Luke Skywalker, the R2-D2, the Yoda, and Yoda's hut. On the back of the set, it shows Yoda's hut, the interior of it, some play features of the X-Wing, and some other sets and alternate builds that were included during the set's production. On the bottom of the set, it's not much special. It's just the X-Wing, the LEGO logo, the Star Wars, and not really much special stuff. On the side right here, it's more of just the same stuff, like a warning sign and just the LEGO logo. And on the other side, it's pretty much the same, but this time it's got Yoda on Luke's back and the X-Wing and the hut together. And on the very top of the box, it also shows the 3 minifigures that are included in the set and more of the same stuff as before. Alright, so when opening this set, there is actually some thumb holes on the side right here. I don't like to use those because I like to keep my boxes. So what I do is I just grab a knife and open it like so. And you gotta make sure you get like all the inside of it, and just make sure that it comes off easily. But you could still use the thumb tabs, but like I said, I don't like doing that. But yeah. One second. Because there is also no tape on this side, because it's like they didn't really do that back then. They just had the thumb hose and that's it. Alright. In this set, let's put this to the side. Got the very nice instruction manual, of course. And it looks like you've got 10 different bags. And also, you've got this LEGO catalog flyer, or whatever this is. Yeah. Now, none of these bags have any numbers on them at all, because they didn't really do that back then. You're just supposed to dump them all out at once, which is kind of a pain, but it still works. But yeah. So it includes some like the bigger pieces inside one bag. This is some very nice printing on it. But other than that, they're just pretty much in random bags. And they do include some of the small pieces in different bags as well, but in general they're just randomly put in the bags, I feel like. But yeah. Well, here's the back of the book if you want. If you see anything that you like. So I know this is nostalgic for some people. Kind of cool. I don't know if you can see it that well, but yeah, just 2 pages, and the inside of the book just has like these blue. It's a pretty generic you get still detailed like background and everything. Definitely a lot better than LEGO does today, I feel like, but yeah. Let's move on to the minifigures that come in the set. The first minifigure that comes in the set is a Dagobah Luke Skywalker. This Luke Skywalker minifigure has a sand green torso, dark gray legs, and a tan hairpiece. He does include some back printing, which shows some sweat from his skin and maybe some dirt, and also some folds in the tank top. On the front of his torso, it basically shows the exact same as the back, just more like sweat and dirt. He does include the yellow skin tone because LEGO didn't change it to the flesh yet, since it is 2004. He's got a very generic face print, but I think it looks alright. He does also include this chrome hilt for his lightsaber. It does scratch very easily, but I think it's very nice still for display and everything. And it won't really scratch on display because you're not playing with it, it just sits in the minifigure's hand. So yeah, let's move on to the next minifigure in the set. The next minifigure that comes in the set is this Yoda minifigure. This Yoda minifigure has these Dagobah robes, and it seems like a sand green skin tone. I think it's a little bit lighter than Luke's, because you can like compare them a little bit, and it's definitely like kind of sand green, but it's lighter. I'm not entirely sure what color it is, but it's something like that. He does include this very nice back printing, which includes some like folds in the shirt that he's wearing, and also the belt, and the front. You can see he's got this little necklace around his neck. You can also see some more folds in his shirt and a little belt that wraps around to the back as well. Pretty nice detail. He also includes this old brown stick piece, which is a little bit too big because the LEGO didn't introduce the like the small pole piece until like 2013 or whenever that was. It still looks alright, but it's not the best. But yeah, he also does include these the short legs, which he's actually the first minifigure to ever include short legs in LEGO history. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the minifigures. Let's move on to the boats in the set. The first boat that comes in the set is this Luke's X-Wing. So this is basically the exact same X-Wing as the 1999 one, I'm pretty sure. Or it could be like 2002, sometime around then. But this just has these like foliage things on it for like seaweed and stuff, because it is supposed to be inside the water. So yeah, this is a very basic X-Wing, because it was made in 2004, but it's still really cool. So in order to lock the X-Force into attack position, all you have to do is like turn this knob at the back, and it will take a little bit, but eventually it will raise the wings up, because of this piece. Not sure how well you can see it, but it like raises and lowers the wings. Unfortunately, you cannot have the set like standing by itself with the wings raised, because it is too it extends further out than the landing gear would go, which is kind of unfortunate, but it looks really cool when it's like entirely extended out. So this is you can do this by the use of rubber bands on both the sides of the set. I don't think that's the best thing that LEGO could have done, because these rubber bands will like wear over time a ton. I mean, mine aren't worn at all, because I did just built this set in box, but it's just it'll wear a lot and eventually like become unusable, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so right here is the cockpit for Luke. You do actually have a pretty good amount of space inside there. Right. Yeah, right here you can see that there's like, you can see the seating, and you can even see like this Death Star printed piece for the Death Star trench run, which is pretty cool. There's a lever in here, so that when you like sit him down, you can like grab it. I'm not going to do that because that's a Luke's pretty expensive, and I don't want to damage him. So he can fit in there. Any Mayfarer can. But yeah. Behind the cockpit is this little spot for R2-D2 to go, or any astromech droid for that matter. They just have like these two blue jumper plates, I'm pretty sure they're called, and you can just put his feet connected to them, and he won't like fall out or anything because it's a pretty strong connection. But overall, pretty nice. There's also these two Robo logos, prints right here, which are very nice, and they don't make them anymore. I'm pretty sure they retired in like 2005 or something, but they're really nice to have. But yeah, on the bottom here, you actually have like this small storage compartment where you can actually store Luke's lightsabers, or lightsaber here. Okay, I don't know where the blade went. It fell out somewhere. But okay, that's perfect. But you can store the lightsabers inside there. But there is kind of like a big gap because it sags a little bit. So what happened to me was they can like easily fall out. Oh wait, no, it's stuck to here. That's weird. But yeah, you can have like the hilt or the blade in there. It can fall out though, very easily. But yeah, pretty nice storage compartment though. On the back here, I don't think that this is like a play feature or anything, but you can lift this up to like see like the inner workings for the gears inside. Pretty cool, but not really necessary. On the wings right here, you've got these printed pieces. Only on the top wings though, because there's really no need for them on the bottom wings. It's just like really nothing on the bottom wings. On the front of the wings though, you do have lights on both sides on all the wings. It's pretty cool. There is no like stud shooters or flick fire missiles anywhere on the set, because like for the cannons, or the blasters, or whatever you call them, it's just there's nothing there. You just have to like imagine that there's laser fire like coming out, which I actually really like because I despise all stud shooters and flick fire missiles because I just don't care for them at all. But yeah, I think that's all. Or wait, no. One more thing about this. So you can see that there's a very big gap, like in the middle, right here, the X-wing. I don't know how well it shows in camera, but it's like pretty big. And I don't know why this annoys me so much, but it just does. I might have built it wrong, but it's just there, and I don't know. I don't think it's supposed to be there, but it's annoying. That's my last thing. But yeah, let's move on to the next bit on the set. This is the next bit that comes in the set. It's Yoda's hut. So Yoda's hut, Has this very, very nice printed piece on the top of it, like the dome piece, which I don't think was really necessary, but it's really cool to have, because I think it would have been like perfectly fine just to have like a normal brown dome piece on there, but they went the extra mile and added that in, so it's pretty nice. You can see that there's these like seaweed or foliage pieces that are sticking on off of both sides, which just adds to the vibe of it being the swamp. There's also like these like little plants here. So yeah. Now here's the interesting thing. So in the movie, I'm pretty sure that Yoda can actually fit inside of his hut, like entirely. Because if you have him like standing up, you really can't like fit him in. He has to actually like be on the studs. So it's kind of like a UCS Wampa situation with the Wampa Cave. It's like he kind of fits, but not really. You have to have him on the studs in order to actually fit in there, which I think is alright, but just something to note. So let's move on to the back of the set for the interior. So you can see that there's some more foliage pieces, which are some nice decoration, and you can actually open it up like so. It kind of reminds me of like the 2020 Tusken Raider encounter set with the Mandalorian, how it opens up. So pretty cool. And this top panel does also like go up, so you can have even more interior space. There isn't much going on in the interior because it's a very small room. But they did kind of like fit it with as much stuff that they could, which I think is pretty nice. So here in the corner is Yoda's deathbed. Literally, his bed. Yeah. So you can actually like open it up right here, and you can see inside. You can store like his lightsabers, or I guess anything inside there. It doesn't really matter. But there's some nice like storage space inside there. So right here, I don't really know what's supposed to go in it, but there's just a random crate for storage space. I don't know. And you've got another table. I'm not entirely sure what this is supposed to be. Maybe like milk. Probably not, but I don't know. There's also a coffee mug. Then over here, you've got this heater or stove, whatever it is, and you've got this little pot on top of it. There's something. Well, there's nothing inside the pot, but you can like imagine that something's cooking, which is pretty nice for kids. Yeah. So it folds back in like pretty easily. That's really all there is for interior space, because it is so small. I like to just display it outside and like not use it for interior at all, so I think it looks a lot better from the outside from the inside. But it's your preference. There also is some windows on the outside of it. 4 of them actually. That's pretty nice. I also forgot to mention this earlier, but the Luke in the set, this one, also includes this pilot helmet, so you can actually put it on the minifigure, like so. I think it looks pretty nice on him, but it's your preference. There's also this little backpack with a printed piece on it. That could go on Luke's neck, or could go on the minifigure. I didn't put it on because for some reason my head, or Luke's head for me, came on the torso inside the bag, and it's really weird. But I'm just, because this is very expensive minifigure, I just wanted to keep it. I don't know. But anyway. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys in the next video.